Okay, let's jump right into today's explainer. I'm going to be stepping in as your personal urologist today to decode the real behind-the-scenes mechanics of men's sexual health. If you've ever felt frustrated, confused, or even just a little curious about how everything works, or let's be honest, sometimes doesn't work, below the belt, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to strip away all the stigma, look purely at the science, and give you actionable, evidence-based tools to take back control of your physical and psychological well-being.
ED is the tax you pay for the modern lifestyle. I absolutely love starting with this medical quote because it instantly validates what so many are experiencing. If you're struggling, listen to me. Your body isn't fundamentally broken. It's actually just reacting exactly how it was designed to react to modern stress, poor diets, and constant anxiety. It's a completely natural response, and much more importantly, it's a reversible one.
Consider this reality for a second. If you put 100 men under the age of 40 into a room, 26 of them are actively experiencing erectile dysfunction issues. 26, that is more than a quarter. The media always portrays this as strictly an older man's issue, but the data clearly proves just how incredibly common it is for younger guys too. You are absolutely not alone in this, for sure.
So here is our roadmap for the explainer. We'll cover 1. Understanding ED. 2. The mind, body, and habits. 3. Lifestyle and pelvic floor. 4. Mastering medications. And 5. Intimacy and medical evaluation. Let's get started.
Section 1. Understanding erectile dysfunction, the mechanics.
Let's ground ourselves real quick in the official definition from the Mayo Clinic. Erectile dysfunction is the persistent difficulty in getting and keeping an erection firm enough for sexual activity. Notice that word right there, persistent. Having occasional trouble because you had a few too many drinks, or maybe you just had a wildly stressful day at work, that's completely normal. It's only when the issue is ongoing that we officially call it ED. And the really great news, it's highly treatable.
It helps to separate the root causes into two main buckets, the plumbing and the wiring. Think of it like a house. The plumbing refers to your vascular health, things like high blood pressure, diabetes, and daily habits like a poor diet or smoking that actually create physical blockages in your blood vessels over time. Then you've got the wiring. This refers to the psychological and neurological signals, stress, performance anxiety, or desensitizing habits that basically interrupt the message from your brain to your body.
Moving right along to Section 2, the mind, body, and habits, rewiring your brain.
We really need to talk about how certain solitary habits might be accidentally sabotaging you. The way you practice by yourself becomes the blueprint your nervous system expects. Habits like prone positioning, where you're face down against a mattress, or using an overly aggressive death grip, skipping lubrication, or always rushing to climax out of habit. These actually train your body negatively. Overstimulation from these habits completely desensitizes your nervous system. You end up requiring a level of extreme friction that a human partner just simply cannot replicate.
Okay, so there is a massive neurological tug-of-war happening inside you. To get and keep an erection, your body must be in the parasympathetic nervous system state. That's the rest and digest mode, where you feel totally safe and relaxed. But performance anxiety? That triggers your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight survival mode. When you panic about losing an erection, your body's survival mode literally shuts down the arousal process, and it can even trigger premature ejaculation. The takeaway here is simple. You literally cannot force an erection when you are stressed.
Section 3, lifestyle and pelvic floor, your at-home prescription. Let's talk about what you can do about this today.
Now, this next point could quite literally save your life. Penile arteries are incredibly tiny. We're talking only 1 to 1.5 millimeters wide. Your hard arteries, on the other hand, are significantly larger, around 3 to 4 millimeters. Because those pelvic arteries are so small, they are the very first ones to get clogged up by daily habits like smoking, high sugar diets, and high cholesterol. Because of this, ED is often a 3 to 4 year early warning sign of a future heart attack. Guys, it is your body's check engine light going off.
So what's one of the best natural treatments? Well, it's strengthening the muscles around that plumbing. This simple Kegel routine targets your pelvic floor muscles. It's easy. You contract the pelvic floor just like you're trying to stop the flow of urine midstream, hold it for 5 seconds, and then completely relax for 5 seconds. Doing 20 reps of this 4 times a day acts like a literal gym workout for your pelvic floor. It significantly improves blood flow and gives you way better ejaculatory control over time.
Another incredible at-home tool is the start-stop method. Some people call it edging.
by stimulating yourself until you are very close to climax, then completely stopping to let your arousal drop back down, and repeating this cycle, you are actively retraining your brain. Practicing this safely expands your body's tolerance for high arousal without hitting that point of no return. It makes it a fantastic natural remedy for combating premature ejaculation.
Let's dive into Section 4, Mastering Medications like Tadalafil. Understanding the differences between the two main ED medications is absolutely crucial, because medication timing and food interactions totally change how effective they are. Sildenafil works for about 4 hours, and you really must take it on an empty stomach, or it completely loses its punch. Tadalafil, on the other hand, it's a real game changer. It lasts up to 36 hours and isn't affected if you just ate a heavy meal. You can even take a low 5 mg dose of tadalafil daily. That means the medication is just always working in the background, giving you a much wider window for natural spontaneity.
Now here's a secret that a lot of doctors actually forget to mention. Please do not give up if a pill doesn't work perfectly the very first time. Medical data actually shows that the success rate of these medications jumps to 80% by the 8th time you use them. Why is that? Well, because those first few times, you're terrified it won't work, and that triggers the fight or flight anxiety we just talked about. But as you get used to it, the performance anxiety naturally fades, and the medication can finally just do its job.
But we do have to talk about safety for a second. There is a hard, non-negotiable medical boundary here. Never, ever mix ED medications with nitrates or nitroglycerin. Those are medications typically prescribed for chest pain. Combining these two specific types of medications can cause your blood vessels to dilate so much that your blood pressure drops to dangerously low, life-threatening levels. Always, always be fully transparent with your prescribing doctor.
Finally, Section 5, Intimacy and Medical Evaluation.
Look, true intimacy is a partnership, right? To reduce the anxiety that fuels ED, you really need open communication with your partner. You have to shift the focus away from just penetrative performance. For instance, studies show 85% of women require clitoral stimulation to achieve orgasm anyway. By exploring other erotogen zones and not viewing sex as this stressful pass-or-fail performance based purely on an erection, you instantly take the psychological pressure off yourself.
But sometimes, you simply can't out-breathe or out-exercise the problem. It brings us to the big question. When should you actually step into a doctor's office? Because your symptoms might genuinely be crying out for a proper medical evaluation.
If you are dealing with persistent ED, you need a doctor to check for these specific red flags: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, undiagnosed diabetes, occult cardiovascular disease, or declining testosterone levels. If you happen to have any of these underlying vascular or hormonal issues, treating that root cause will often naturally fix the erectile dysfunction without you needing to rely solely on ED pills forever.
And hey, if you do need further help, your doctor can guide you through some great evidence-based treatments. This could be L-arginine supplements, which naturally boost nitric oxide in your blood. It could be medical vacuum pumps or even surgical implants for severe cases. But our expert sources warn very strongly: steer clear of unproven internet fads like the P-shot. They lack rigorous scientific backing and actually carry severe risks of bruising and permanent physical deformity. Just stick to the proven science.
So, what does this all mean? Well, erectile dysfunction isn't just a bedroom issue. It is a clear, flashing window into your total health. Today, we've decoded the mechanics, the habits, the treatments, and the relationship dynamics. Your body is communicating with you. So the only question left for you is, what step will you take today to protect your health, your intimacy, and your future? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.